What is up, everyone? Today I'll be showcasing my favorite team for Flying Cup at the moment: Skarmory, Emolga, and Articuno. This team is kind of like an ABB line that tries to make Articuno work, because in general it's not seen as the strongest pick in Flying Cup because Aerodactyl destroys it, and Skarmory with Steel Wing is pretty good against it as well. But I think it's a very fun Pokemon. It destroys the Altaria, which I hate. Altaria must be one of my most disliked Pokemon, honestly, so having that Articuno to just obliterate it is really nice. It also does pretty good against the electric types if you have shields up, and just icy winding stuff. Lowering their attack is really good. So it is an ABB line. Something very strong against Aerodactyl in the lead with Steel Wing Skarmory. I am running Shadow there, just because I thought it would be fun. I think regular is better though. I'm also running Flash Cannon because I wanted Flash Cannon for potentially Aerodactyl if shields are down, but you're never gonna hit a Flash Cannon on Aerodactyl. You're gonna Steel Wing down before you can get to it, so just run Brave Bird. It's much better for the electric types. Once you farm down the Aerodactyl, you can hit him with a Brave Bird, so that's good. And then Emolga is like my safe switch. If you don't see an Aerodactyl in the lead, you gotta switch it to Emolga. It's an amazing safe switch. It usually lures out the Aerodactyl, and with a little bit of an energy lead, you can actually take 2 shields there because you get the 2 discharges. And then once the Emolga takes both shields from Aerodactyl, you can farm it down with Skarmory. Aerodactyl is gone. Articuno can go to town. Let's go into these battles. By the way, I don't think this is the strongest team, by the way. I don't think this is the strongest team. I think like a Zapdos in the... Like, if you want something like really strong, I think like a Zapdos in the back instead of Articuno or Aerodactyl is probably a tad bit stronger, but also very boring. So, you know, if you want to play something fun, try out Articuno. It's fun. I also have a Shadow Articuno I tried out last time Flying Cup was around, and that was great as well. But I think preferably you want the bulk of the regular. Anyway, this game we have a very good lead. They actually go into the Mantine here, but yeah, this is quite over. Zapdos in the back as well, and Articuno kind of destroys that. Well, Zapdos still has a play here. If I go shields down here, the Zapdos will be able to like Thunderbolt everything, so that wouldn't be very good. Because Articuno definitely does need some shields to beat the Zapdos. Gonna discharge the Mantine here once again. They probably let this go, I'm guessing. If they don't, I actually get to another discharge. So yeah. Emolga really showing off the spam. I am running triple electric moveset on Emolga. I think Aerial Ace is quite useless. You really only want Aerial Ace for like Gligar, I think, and Gliscor, but they are not that common, and you still lose that. I think Thunderbolt is much more useful, especially in like the mirror, because you can Thunderbolt once there and then Thundershock down with some shields. Where with Discharge, you always have to throw 2 discharges. So I would say triple electric is definitely the way to go. If you want to run a second move on Articuno, run Ice Beam for the extra damage, or Ancient Power. I think I would go for Ancient Power because then you can hit the Talonflame potentially, which there really aren't any Talonflame, but let's say you do run into one, I guess you'll be happy with Ancient Power. Also opposing Articuno, actually. Ancient Power is nice on. Emolga into my Skarmory is really bad. Just want to go into your own Emolga here. This is where the Thunderbolt might come in handy, because I'm just going to no-shoot this discharge, and then I hope they no-shoot my move as well. So we're going to go straight for a Thunderbolt, but I switch in the Gligar right on time. Yeah, this is where Aerial Ace will be a bit nice for some extra damage, but I think a Thunderbolt probably does a little bit more still. I haven't looked that up, but it's only single resisted, and it's just a much better move than Aerial Ace, so I guess it might. We're not in a great spot here. This Gligar is still gonna get to a bunch of moves here. Just not great. I think in general, Gligar is quite bad in this meta, to be honest. I've heard a lot of kind of hype about it. Yeah, it beats the electrics, but man, you just get destroyed by everything else. Skarmory kind of farms you down, gets a lot of energy. Aerodactyl still beats you. You know, Pokemon like Articuno beat you, but I guess Articuno is not that common. Altaria is pretty common though. You also get clapped by that. You really only beat the electric, so I don't know. I don't know if they're that great. This is where Brave Bird would have come in handy, actually, to hit the Emolga for very hard. They actually shielded though, so I guess it didn't matter. I bring in the Artie now. Gonna shield this move up. because I want to retain health. They didn't switch immediately, making me think it's not Aerodactyl, but it is Aerodactyl. So yeah, we go down, unfortunately. Very, very, very hard counter there. But you know, that's alright. That happens. Yeah, we just get taken out by the Rock Slide here. That is it's a GG. Oh, Ancient Power even. Ancient Power. They did, dude. There's BMing. They didn't even fully charge the Ancient Power. Wow, dude. All right, I see how it is. Skarm into Dactyl. This is exactly where you want to see the Dactyl. In comes Emolga. I bring in the Articuno here. A little bit of a slow switch. Ideally, you want to switch after one Steel Wing there. I did too. I should still be able to barely outpace this Emolga to a move, though. Yeah, I do get to the Icy Wind. And after this, I can take a move. That's a nice thing about Articuno about a regular Articuno over Shadow. Or after the Icy Wind above, you can just take any move. So I would not have even if they shield there, I would not have need to shield. They bring back in the Aerodactyl. I bring in the Skarm. This is where having Shadow Skarm sucks. Like, really sucks. If they had thrown Rock Slide there, I would have died. So I don't know why they didn't. But you know what? I'll take it. Maybe it was a single moved one. That's what I'm guessing. Otherwise, you would always go for a Rock Slide, right? I don't know. In comes Zapdos. I have Emolga. In the Flying Electric versus Flying Electric fight, Emolga does generally win it because you get to the moves. Or at least the electric moves slightly quicker. Actually, I think if I would if I would run Zapdos, I would run Ancient Power probably. Ancient Power plus a Thunderbolt. Because Drill Peck is not that useful. It's cheaper than Ancient Power, but everyone resists Drill Peck, basically. With Ancient Power, you can hit opposing Zapdos and Emolga for super effective. So that might actually be nice. I'm not sure if it does enough, though, because Ancient Power is a pretty weak move. Skarmory Mirror Lead. Not bad, not great, because I kind of have to stay into this. And if I stay into this, then the Aerodactyl that's likely in the back. It's not going to be good for on the back line, but I'm also not that worried because Emolga... maybe I can take a shield here and then Emolga can win the ones versus Aerodactyl, so... This is really not so bad. I'm gonna throw a flash here, hoping they no shield, but they shield. Since I've taken a shield, I'll just go into Emolga here to see if I can lure out their Aerodactyl potentially, but actually no, they bring in their Articuno, which is not great. It's not great, but I can shield up this move. I think I said earlier that Articuno can take any move from Emolga, but actually I think I'm wrong. I think this Thunderbolt will barely knock out. I think it takes it. Oh no, it knocks out. Alright. But discharge you would take. Discharge you would definitely take. In comes Skarmory again. I can Thunderbolt this once more. I wonder what they have in the back. It's the Aerodactyl. Oh, they just wanted to eat that move, I guess, on Skarm, because otherwise I would just one-shot the Aerodactyl. But yeah, this is over. I bring in the Skarm. They will probably farm me down here, but that is fine. I still have Articuno here, and Articuno is healthy enough to where I can just farm it down. GG. Another Mirror Lead. Just gonna play it the same way, probably stay in, but actually switch out instantly. They must have like an electric in the back to hard counter my Skarm. Otherwise, they would not switch out of the lead like that, I think, unless they are strong in the back. Gyarados, actually kind of troublesome, even for Emolga. Look at this waterfall damage. It is quite ridiculous. I farm up to the maximum, though. They let it go. They bring in the Aerodactyl. They are gonna have to shoot up this move if they wanna live, and they do. Then I bring in the Skarm. I think they will reach the Rock Slide. That is the problem. If it was a regular Skarm, I think I'd take that. But not with this. Not with this. I can farm down now, though. It is their Skarm, which is not great. I bring in the Artie, though. Oh, we lag. Oh, no. Oh, no. If I get off a couple Icy Winds here, I should be fine. And I should be able to win this matchup, I think. Look at that. Brings him quite low. I don't think this move knocks me out. I also don't think I get to... Actually, I get to another one. Look at that. Look at that. Skarmory versus Steel Wing Skarm is not as bad as you will think. It really isn't. You get 2 Icy Winds. Actually, let it go. I think they should have probably shielded that, to be honest. But I mean, I had a Sky attack, so it was over anyway. GG. GG, that was the final battle of the video. Pretty short one, only one set. I've had some trouble playing my games this week. The queue times are incredibly long for me at the moment. Well, I just haven't had much time. So one set, but I hope you enjoy this team. Try it out for yourself. It's very fun. Again, instead of Articuno, you can also run Zapdos or Aerodactyl. Would work really well as well. But Articuno very fun too. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Bye bye.